Hello everyone. My name is Manoj Suryavanshi, Assistant Professor in All India Shri Shivaji Memorial Society's College of Hotel Management and Catering Technology. In the previous video, we have covered what is supervision. Now, in this video, we are going to cover what are the various functions of supervisor in housekeeping department. This is the overall objective of this content. Specific functions of supervisors. There are various functions which are carried out by supervisors in housekeeping department. Guest room inspections, inspection of VIP rooms, and linen inventory. Now, first of all, we must know what kind of job or what kind of work has been carried out as far as guest room inspection is concerned by the supervisor. As a supervisor, when you go for a guest room inspection, he or she should see the cleanliness and maintenance of the guest rooms, whether the room has been cleaned by the guest room attendants properly or not, or the room is having any kind of maintenance issue, or it is being sorted out, or it is being cleared by the maintenance department or not. So that is the first task functions should be done by the supervisor. So I for detail is extremely important for a supervisor to see guest room attendant has cleaned each and every corner of the guest room properly or not, or each and every fixtures and fittings are working properly or not. So that work would be done by supervisor. Second, approved for occupancy by supervisor. Once all the rooms has been checked, supervised by the supervisor, he or she would be in a position to tell the room status or occupancy data to the front office staff, or how many rooms are ready for sale, how many rooms are vacant, how many rooms are departed, how many rooms are in cleaning process. So everything will be told by supervisor to front office staff. Third is last look will be the guest first look. When front office will go and inspect guest rooms, he should ensure that his last look will be the guest first look. So he or she has to see the guest room in such a way that everything would be nicely arranged. Uh, Everything should be neat and clean, and how guests will see the moment guests will come and enter in these guest rooms. So that thought should be developed in supervisor's mind, that when I will leave from these guest rooms and when the guests will come, then how and what kind of reaction of the guest. So that reaction should be acknowledged and considered while leaving the guest rooms. Fourth point is eye for detail. Eye for detail explain you the various functions which are carried out by the guest room attendant in a proper way or not. If he or she has any mistakes or any problems, then he has to explain again to the GRA, or she has to explain again to the GRA, that he or she will not repeat the mistakes. If any one of the corner is not clean, or bed is not done properly, or any electronic gadget is not working properly, so everything should be checked thoroughly, neatly. That's called eye for detail. Or maybe some of the area which has been overlooked by the guest room attendant, but it is been seen by supervisor. So that area should bring in light, and should explain to the guest room attendant. Thus, pay extra attention to every corner, see everything thoroughly, and then clean. Next is up to the establishment standards. Whatever the standard has been set by the hotel as far as cleaning is concerned, as far as maintenance is concerned. So supervisor will ensure that all the rules and responsibilities and all the regulations are followed by guest room attendant properly or not. If he or she is breaking any rules, or not sticking to the standards of the hotel, then he or she should fire him or her, or should explain in a better way, so that he will not repeat the mistakes again. Because ultimately it is going to affect the standard of the hotel, and it may affect on your revenue generation as well. So supervisor should have a thought, should think should think that how to maintain the standard of the guest rooms by putting everything as per the standard operating procedure. The need for deep cleaning or not. If each and every room has been cleaned as per the standard of the hotel, then GRA will not leave a particular corner or particular area of the guest room which is not being cleaned. So at that moment, deep cleaning will not be required. But if the GRA is not paying too much attention for the cleanliness and for the maintenance of the guest room, then obviously deep cleaning would be required, and it will take a lot of time to clean, and it will be a huge task. So is it really required to go for a deep cleaning of a particular room or not would be checked, judged by the supervisor. So that comes under guest room inspection. Again, next, leaving no room for neglect. There will not be any chance or any space to make any mistakes or to neglect any area of the guest rooms. So while inspection of the guest room, supervisor will go and check each and every corner, each and every furniture, each and every electrical appliances properly and thoroughly, so that when the guest will come, he or she will not face any problem, and she will not call again and again to the front office housekeeping department. So that is why there is no there is no any room for negligence. Next is efficient checklist. Like I have mentioned, checklist is one of the document which is maintained and designed by housekeeping department, in which all the areas has been included, and all the things which needs to be cleaned by the guest room attendant would be reflected. uh, it may consist all the furnitures, all the fixtures, fittings, all the taps, everything which would be cleaned by the guest room attendant on a regular basis. So efficient checklist can reduce the workload of the guest room attendant as well as supervisor, and it will help to maintain the standard of the hotel. Next is inspection of bedroom and bathroom clockwise or anti-clockwise. It is a call of guest room attendant to go and clean the bathroom as per the clockwise or anti-clockwise motion. But they have to follow all the rules and regulation and all the standard operating procedures thoroughly, so that nothing will go wrong and it will not make any difference to uh, guest rooms. And finally, while leaving the guest rooms, final look is extremely important. Like I mentioned, supervisor's final look will be the guest first look. So he or she should pay extra focus and extra emphasis on maintenance and cleanliness of the guest rooms. Once everything is up to the standards, then he can proceed for next guest room.
Good evening, Kipton Nation. My name is Michael Bory, and today we will be doing a housekeeping functionality inspection of one of our guest rooms. Follow me. First things first, the door lock, making sure this is working properly. Hello, housekeeping? Housekeeping? Good evening, housekeeping. And here we go. Now here we have to normally swipe the key twice to get that green light, and we're good to go. So come on in. Enjoy. First, we're going to be taking a look at the bathroom. So if you can see here, I already flipped the switch and the lights are working, so we're looking good from that perspective. I'm going to be checking the toilet, the telephone there, the makeup mirror, the diverter in the bathroom, in the bathtub. So follow me and we'll take a look. So we'll start over here. Gets a little tight in here. So here we have a beautiful display here with our towels, a beautiful clean shower on the inside, nice beautiful tub as well. And down here, the main thing we're looking for is the tub diverter. Now down in this position, this will allow the bathtub to fill up. When you pull up, the shower should start working as well. So this is good, it's not stuck or anything, it's pulling up and working nicely. Making sure we have nice tight handles. This might be a little loose, you might want to call engineer on this one, but this is looking good so far. So a good setup for the shower. I'm going to check the toilet next, making sure we have a good flow and a good flush. You know, a lot of guests coming in here. Oh yeah, good rotation. Solid flush right there, looking good. Water went down perfectly. There's no issues, no funny sounds or anything coming from it. Grade A toilet right here. Of course, we got a telephone. Definitely want to check that. Make sure we have a dial tone. Hello, Domino's. Yes, 10 large pizzas, please. Perfect. Thank you. All right. Excellent. Good function here. Move over to the vanity here. Lights are working. Everything's looking sharp here. Definitely want to take a look at the makeup mirror. You know, we have a lot of guests, a lot of events taking place, bar mitzvahs, weddings, anything along those lines. Guests love to use the makeup mirrors. Making sure that these work properly is very, very important. So we got our light working. You know, it's not loose. It's not coming off the wall, anything along those. Oh, wow. Looking good. All right. So excellent. Function is looking good inside the bathroom. Let's move over to the closet right behind you. So here we are. Closet door opens nicely. The carpet, you know, isn't holding it back or anything. Looking good. No creaking, no sounds, anything along those lines. Now what we're looking for inside the closet here is a couple things. Making sure that all the fixtures are securely fastened to the wall. Everything is nice and tight. And of course we have the safe inside the room, inside the closet as well. So I'm going to check the safe, making sure the door opens properly. This is looking good. Check the battery. You just hit the pound sign down here. And boom, BA high. So that's good. Battery's nice and high. If it were low, or if there are no lights or anything along those lines, again, we want to call engineering. Communicate that. So that's fantastic. Looking up at the iron board holder and everything, it's nice and tight. Everything's in position. We're looking good up here. So I'd say the closet, from a function perspective, looking good. So let's move on to the guest room itself. Here we have first our HVAC system. As you can see, I don't know if you can see that. Can you get a good view of that? Maybe move the camera a little bit closer. Oh yeah. So here you can choose the setting for the temperature. Here up in the northeast it's getting pretty cold, so we have it set at 70 degrees. Hit the display button and it displays 69 inside the room. So that's pretty accurate. It's a pretty comfortable temperature for the guest room, so our HVAC is working pretty good. There's no strange noises or anything coming from the vent itself. Everything is working properly here, so that's a great sign. So great job with the HVAC. Again, any issues here, the temperature is really hot in the room, any weird noises coming from here, you might have a stuck actuator valve, anything along those lines, let's call engineering and communicate that. So let's move on. Here, again, function. What are we looking for? We're checking the lights, making sure these all work. You know, when you stay at a hotel, you expect everything to work properly. You turn on the light should work. You turn on the TV, it should turn on. You want to use the phone, boom, we got it. We got the red lights turning on. Hello, Papagenos? Yeah, 14 large pizzas, please. Thank you. Excellent. Now, a lot of people will just check the speakerphone. No. Take the time to pick up this cordless part of the phone. It's very important. These batteries die often, so please make sure you are checking these. Excellent. So lights working, phone is working, furniture is looking good. Let's take a look at the TV right over here. We got our TV remote. Boom. Again, you push the button, the TV should turn on, I should say. So again, okay, we got the blue light flashing here. LG, life is good. Life is good when you get the chance to watch the game. You know, you got the Patriots-Broncos game the other night. Whew. I'm hoping your TV's working for that. So here we got LodgeNet comes up, displaying different movies and everything. You know, it looks like we're working pretty good here. Of course, I'm going to check ESPN, get an update on my stats. You know, this is working great. The remote's working. We got a little basketball going on. You know, your basic PBS channel's working. This is great. TV remote's functioning properly. TV is functioning properly. This is fantastic. And we'll turn this bad boy off. All right. Moving on. Let's move over to the desk area here. Again, we're checking the lights, making sure these are turning on. We have another telephone here. Speakerphone works. Make sure you pick it up. Check this. Make sure that there's no connection errors here with the cable itself. Excellent. We got a dial tone. All right, can I get 10 orders of General Gao's chicken, please? Great. Thank you so much. Right. Perfect. Function. Again, furniture is looking great as well. Let's swing it over here to the corner. We got our standing lamp. Again, function. Let's make sure this is working properly. Excellent. We got a nice light and everything. Furniture's looking good. Good connections in the back. Excellent. Slide over to this desk here. Now this is very important. The clock radio. Now people depend on the time. I know these days everyone has cell phones, things along those lines, but People look at these clocks, they plan their taxis around it, they plan their flights around it. It's very, very important. Meetings, anything. So make sure our time is accurate. Always helpful, I'll have my trusty watch on me. We got 8:57, boom, now it's 8:58. Perfect, time is looking good. Of course, we want to check the radio as well. So boom, 106.7, magic, love that station. Looks like we got everything working here. Check the volume. Yeah. That's my jam right here.
6.7 WNJ.
Perfect.
WNJ.
We're looking good right here. All right. So that's functioning properly. Again, the lights are working. Furniture's looking good. Now, once you finish checking all these function things, we want to take a look at the room itself. Take a time to look up. Look up at the ceilings. Take a look at the crown molding. Take a look at the trim along the ceilings as well. Is everything clean? Does anything need to be painted? Does anything need to be repaired? Are there any stains on the ceiling? This is all part of function, room condition, things of that nature. Also, take the time to look down at the baseboards, all along the edging of the room on the bottom. Are these cracked? Are these peeled? Are they damaged? Do they need to be repaired? This room is looking really, really nice, so I think we're okay here. But these are something you definitely want to look for when you're checking your rooms. So functionality inspections, checking everything to make sure we're working properly is very, very important. If it's not working, we need to communicate this. Call your manager on duty. Call your housekeeping manager. Call engineering. Communicate these issues and take care of these rooms, and I'm sure everything will be just fine. This is Michael Borey signing out on your basic housekeeping functionality inspection. Thank you very much and have a nice night.
Second function is inspection of VIP rooms. As you know that VIP rooms are extremely important for hotel because these rooms gives a lot of revenue to the hotel. Normally VIPs go on a high rooms category, maybe a junior suite, senior suite, residential suite, penthouse likewise. So VIP rooms uh, are extremely important for front office department and housekeeping department, and they have to pay extra attention towards their cleanliness and maintenance. So that is why assistant housekeeper personally will go and inspect the guest rooms whether as per the requirement of VIP everything has been placed or not, or as per the special request which is given by the VIP has been kept or not. So it should be checked by assistant housekeeping personally. Second, thorough checking is done. Through checking is done. Assistant housekeeper will go and personally check all the VIP rooms, whether all the amenities, all the facilities, all the demands are fulfilled or not. Something is missing or something is not been added. Everything would be checked by assistant housekeeper as well as supervisor. Through cleanliness, whether the room has been cleaned properly or not, or is there any maintenance problem, or is there any other problem, should be checked, should be noted down, and should be discussed with assistant housekeeper. So that's how it has been called inspection of VIP rooms. Then to see the degree of soiling. Soiling is nothing but to see the layer of the soil on a particular floor, whether all the soil has been removed with a particular uh, a chemical, and all the machinery has been utilized to clean that floor. It will be a living room floor, it will be a bedroom floor, it will be a bathroom floor. Everything would be clean to check the degree of soiling. So all these work, all these tasks would be carried out by supervisor. And finally, all the VIP amenities which has been discussed while booking the guest rooms, and which has been told to front office personally, that every amenities which has been demanded by the VIP should be kept accordingly. There will not be any kind of excuse as far as VIP amenities are concerned. So the extra attention, extra focus, extra emphasis would be laid on VIP rooms by the supervisor. And the third functions, which is also extremely important, that is called linen inventory. Linen is one of the most important revenue investment factor in hotel. Linen are extremely costly. So if your inventory of linen is nicely placed and planned, so you won't face any kind of problems. and it will also reduce your extra expenses on linen purchase, and it will maintain to increase the durability of the linen as well. So the first point which comes under linen inventory is physical verification. Physical verification nothing but to check each and every guest room's linen thoroughly personally. If it requires any mending work or any stitching work or any kind of work should be sent to the tailoring department. So while receiving and issuing all kinds of linen from all kinds from any kind of department, physical verification is compulsory. Second is carried out at periodic intervals. Physical verification should be done on a particular periodic intervals, maybe after 15 days, maybe on regular days, maybe on monthly basis or quarterly basis, as per the policy of the hotel. But it has to be done on a priority basis, so that pilferage will be reduced, uh, damages will be reduced, and misplacement of linen would be reduced. Then accurate entries, all the linen should be entered in a particular format, maybe in the form of box file, flat file, registers, or any computer software. So the actual stock should be maintained, then a reorder level should be maintained, then the new stock should be added or not should be entered properly, then how many things are damaged, how many things are completely kept aside, and how many things are in working condition. Everything should be noted down accurately in the software, so which will help you to go and take proper inventory of your linen. Then overages and shortages, if while taking the inventory of the linen you realize that the linen are extra in numbers or lower in numbers, so at that point your documentation will help you to sort the issue properly, and to help the uh, uh, management about the loss of linen. So overages and shortages, if you notice, directly report to your higher authority and try to find out how why it has been happening, and what is the root cause. The next, the discards are stamped, condemned, and set aside. It is the procedure of linen department. Whatever the linen you found which is completely discarded and condemned, so you have to put a particular stamp that is called condemned stamp on it, and take the counting of all linen, and that should be minus from your actual stock, and then those stamped or condemned linen should be kept aside, so it will not get mixed up to your actual stock. So it is a procedure of linen inventory to go of physical verification carried out at periodic intervals, then accurate entries, then overages and shortages, and the discards are stamped, condemned, and set aside. So these are the functions which are carried out by a supervisor in the housekeeping department. Now we are moving toward the revision of this content. The first question which I would like to ask you that what does guest room inspection includes? The second question is what is inspection of VIP room? And the third question is what is linen inventory? I hope that you have got all the answers for all these questions. Now you can see there's a quiz on functions of supervisor. This link has been given in the comments box in my YouTube channel. You can go to my channel and you can appear for this quiz, which is given in the comments box. These are the references which I have taken for my PPTs. And finally, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe my video. Thank you so much.